I'm Batman.
No, you're not. I'm Batman. Holy podcast. Today
On Tofer's Take.
So as you may be able to tell, I am just a smidge of a Batman fan.
And I got to thinking about that because in my lifetime,
And if you include syndication and repeats,
I've seen Adam West as Batman. I've seen,
Chris Nolan as Batman.
I've seen Val Kilmer as Batman. I've seen, just Tim Conroy as Batman. Just various different actors portray Batman. I've seen, different writers, write stories in the comics for Batman. But through all of that, no matter what,
his costume changes,
you can still recognize him as Batman.
So what does this have to do with anything other than me being a fan?
Well, we have 4 Gospels in the Bible: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And we can say that each one of these 4 Gospels tells the story of Christ. Now, is it the same story? Yes.
Is it just a little bit different? Yes. But we recognize that it is the same story of Christ. We recognize that we can see Christ throughout it. And so much so, I think it should be in our lives. We might be Methodist or Baptist or Pentecostal or whatever, but we should still see Christ, working through our lives. We should still recognize that the Christ, the Holy Spirit, in each and every one of us, no matter what denomination we are a part of. I should be able to look at somebody who is a Lutheran and see Christ in that person. I should be able to look at a Messianic Jew and see Christ in that person. I should be able to see a Catholic and see Christ in that person. Because while our personal views or story might be different, Christ should be recognizable in each and every one of us. Now, I know this isn't quite the perfect analogy. I know the perfect analogy doesn't exist. But I would like to address something that might come up as an argument against this. Which is, could you say the same about the, Book of Mormon or, the Quran? And no. Because both of those are not the story of Christ. No, they're totally different. Now, he might appear, he might make a cameo, if you will, but they're not his story. Same thing for the Gnostic Gospels. They are not canon, with the rest of the Bible. They are like fan fiction, if you will. To play on the terminology of the analogy. But you see, here's the thing. Our faith, people's ability for us to see Christ, our faith should not be meant in box. I think that our faith was meant to be opened. It was meant to be used. It was meant to be taken outside of the box. I think it was meant to be shared day to day in our lives.
And so much so that people who we interact with should see Christ. And I don't think they can really see him if we just keep him in box, in a box, in a nice, safe place. You know, I think our faith, I think this was harder than I thought it'd be, you know, like just opening this. But I think our faith was meant to be taken out. I think our faith, you know, was meant to be used in our day-to-day average life. I think our faith, for, you know, lack of a better word, should be not just on display, like mint in box. I think, you know, we should take it out and use it. Anyway, just some thoughts. You know, I had this idea and I wanted to just pass it on. But that's all I got for today. I hope you guys take care and like, share, and subscribe. Peace. No, 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 Batman! 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 Batman!